Hello and welcome to this YouTube channel. My name is Anay, and today what I have for you is a full day of eating. In this video, I'm going to try and be as detailed as possible, take you through everything that I ate today, what I eat, why I ate it, and the entire macro details of it. It's about 8:30 a.m. right now. I'm going to go pack my gym bag, and then I'll sit down with you for meal number one, which is also our pre-workout meal. Okay, so before I get into meal number one, a little about my current physique goals. So right now I'm on what you would call a lean bulk. My goal is to build muscle and minimize the fat gain. So I'm aiming at about 1 to 2 pounds of weight gain per month. If I can do that, that would be ideal. So before this lean bulk, I was able to get down to a low body fat, get to some pretty decent conditioning. I was very happy with the way I was looking. But then I figured that there's no point in being stuck at the same body composition. I want to keep improving, keep growing, and just work on myself a little more. So anyways, on to meal number one. Okay, so for meal number one, which is also a pre-workout meal, I have here 104 grams of cut bananas and 21 grams of honey on top. This is what it looks like, pretty basic. Why banana and honey before a workout? Simply because they are some of the quickest digesting carb sources that you can ask for. And before the workout, it's going to give me that quick spike of energy, very easily digestible. It's about 8:50 a.m. right now. And after having this, I'm going to go to the gym, which is about a 10-minute walk for me from my apartment to there. And the reason this meal is so light is because it's very close to the workout. When I have this and go to the gym and when I'm approaching my first working set, it's going to be about exactly 20 to 25 minutes from now. So it's going to be digested, give me the energy. I'm not going to have that heavy feeling in my stomach, which is not really a good feeling to have. So yeah, I'm going to eat this and then we'll go to the gym. Today is back day. So just hoping to have a quick, effective back workout. Oh, and I also have this cup of black coffee, just some caffeine. It's always good for some extra energy before a workout. And if you ask about macros, this meal is hardly exactly 153 calories, 41 grams of carbs, no fat or protein content. It's just pure carbs. I mean, banana and honey. So yeah, I'm going to eat this and then see you at the gym. Okay, so workout done, and now I'm just walking back home. And in a while, I'll sit down with you for what is meal number two, which is also a post-workout meal, a meal I'm excited for literally every single day. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so meal number two is here, and what I have here are protein oats for our post-workout meal. Okay, so what exactly goes into these protein oats are 100 grams of dry oats and 2 scoops of whey protein. Now, normally I would make an overnight oat version, just mix in whey protein, oats, water, and just leave them in the fridge overnight and eat them the next day. But I don't know, making them in the microwave just has a different feel to it. Anyways, why protein oats? Because post-workout, because of all the muscle breakdown that's happened in the gym, your body needs protein after the workout as soon as possible, like quick digesting. So whey protein is one of the quickest, easiest digesting sources of protein that you can find. And oats, I mean, I'm just a big fan of oats. It's good fiber content, amazing carb source, and these are complex carbs that are going to digest slowly and give you a very slow and sustained release of energy throughout the day. So these are two food items that are going to benefit you in two very different ways. It tastes amazing. And in terms of macros, this is 653 calories, 60 grams of protein, about 75 grams of carbs, and 12 grams of fat. So, yeah, I'm going to eat this meal as my post workout meal. And then I will see you for what is meal number three. Also, with this meal here is 5 grams of creatine. This is a fruit punch flavor. Trust me, it tastes as good as it looks. So, yeah, I'm gonna have this as my meal now. So, meal number three is before us right now. What exactly I have over here is 340 grams raw weight of sweet potatoes. And I have an almond butter sandwich, which is the exciting part about this meal. Now, about the sweet potatoes, why them exactly? They have good fiber content again. They have good carbs, amazing source of carbs. And the almond butter sandwich, it's a healthy source of fats. So that's going to get me covered on my fat and carb content for the day. And about the sweet potatoes, I know you might ask why I choose to eat like this, because especially now that I'm on a bulk, I could easily be enjoying some of my favorite foods. Like I could fit in 3 slices of pizzas easily and try to strike a balance with calories. But the problem I have with that is that it's really difficult to sort of balance your macros on that, because what's going to happen is that when you're trying to eat enough protein, enough carbs, it's really difficult to minimize that fat. And because we're trying to keep this bulk as lean as possible, I believe at some point, this kind of decisions are really going to help me out. Anyways, in terms of macros, this meal is going to be 603 calories, about 100 grams of carbs, and 17 grams of fats, coming primarily from the almond butter itself. And yeah, I'm going to eat this. And next up is meal number four, and even five, actually. You'll see what I mean by that. But yeah, I'm going to eat this right now, and I'll see you in a while. Okay, so I'm about to go into the kitchen to cook the next meal. But before I step into the kitchen, I want to explain to you exactly what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to make this big portion of chicken and rice, and I'm going to divide it into two portions, into two bowls. One of them I'll eat as soon as the food is ready. The second one I'm going to eat about 90 minutes to 2 hours after I finish eating the first bowl. Why that is, I'll tell you when I actually sit down with you and with the food. So I'll be back in a while. Okay, so that is meal number four. What I have there is chicken, rice, and some carrots. The macros of the meal I'll give you when I finish the second portion, which is going to be a while from now. But as of now, why chicken and rice? Rice because it's an easy digesting carb. It's a cheap food that you can buy in bulk, easy way to fill in calories, and you get a lot of volume in your food. Chicken breast to hit that daily protein intake, of course. About the carrots and about the vegetable sauces, what I do is I keep rotating the vegetable sauces. So I keep buying something different every week because my diet overall is pretty consistent. I keep eating the same meals every day. So there is a risk of some micronutrient deficiencies, and I don't want that. So to prevent that from happening, I keep switching out the vegetables. Before the carrots, it was green beans. Before that, spinach, broccoli. Before that, a kale salad mix, something like that. Well, so now I'm going to eat this and then I'll see you for the macros of this meal in the next portion. Okay, so just got back from a walk to complete steps. I did end up eating that second portion of chicken and rice, and the total macros for both portions combined were 968 calories, 60 grams of protein, 161 grams of carbs, and 10 grams of fat, which came from 5 ml of olive oil that were present in the meal, and I forgot to mention. But yeah, olive oil is a great way to add some flavor, some calories, and some amazing healthy fats into your diet. Now, the reason I split the meal into two equal portions is because if I were to dump it all in one plate, the volume of food is a little intimidating. And if I were to eat all of it in one sitting, it's going to really make me bloat and make me feel very lazy right after the meal. And I don't like that. So that's why I believe spacing out the meals is a much better option. But yeah, we're almost there. Next is meal number six, which is the last meal of our day. And also, I'm going to give you the total macros after meal number six. So I'll see you. Okay, so finally it's here, meal number six and the last meal of our day. What I have exactly over here is 142 grams of cut apples. I have two whole eggs scrambled and another almond butter sandwich. So the reason behind this meal is the apple, just to follow the rule of getting two servings of fruit in daily, just to get your micros in and keep your health good. The fat from the eggs and the almond butter sandwich. So what this is going to do is before bed, it's going to make sure that I'm not going to bed in a very empty or depleted state, because this meal is very fat dominant from the eggs and from the nut butter. It's going to slow down my digestion, and this meal is going to stay in my stomach for quite a while, even when I go to bed. Because sometimes you might notice this, what's going to happen is that when you go to bed on a very empty stomach, hungry and like actually starving, if your body knows that it's very hungry, it's going to be alert and really active, and it's actually going to delay the time that you actually fall asleep. So even if you're in bed, but you're hungry, your stomach is really empty, you're going to be staying up till late and you're not going to be able to fall asleep. I had a very bad episode of that once. So ever since then, I started doing this and my sleep quality has gone way, way up. Okay, so I'm going to eat this meal right now and then time for the daily macros of the day. See you. Okay, so finally we did it. That was the last meal of the day. And now time for the daily macros. By the way, for the last meal, the macros were 540 calories, about 25 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, and 30 grams of fat. So the most fat dominant meal of the day. Also, this extra slice of bread to add in the daily food intake. So time for the total daily macros. We ended up at about 2,910 calories, 160 grams of protein, 420 grams of carbs, 67 grams of fat. Now, before we leave, I want to give a little side note. I know that all of these meals will seem like a ton of effort, a tiring amount of work at first glance, but trust me on this, I do this every single day and it does not take me more than 50 or 55 minutes to cook. These are all meals that you can eat quickly, you can carry anywhere in your tiffins, and it's just a very convenient way of sticking to your diet. Anyways, that was a full day of eating. If you stayed till the end, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you